What's poppin', friends? My name is Cog, and welcome to Cog's Name Raider. Here's how it works. Each video, I pick one coach from the Husbando Draft League and grade each of their Pokemon's nicknames on a scale of 1 to 10, while also explaining why I gave it that score. Now that you know how this works, let us start the video. Alright, so for this first episode, we will be laying down the hammer of judgment on my good pal Bowser Communist, coach of the Accident Azelfs. So let's just jump right into it. First mon onto the chopping block is Bowser's Skarmory with the nickname Birdplane. When I look at this nickname, I just have to say, why? Birdplane is such a simple name. It just makes me a tad disappointed. I get it. Skarmory is a metal bird, like a plane, but Birdplane is just basic. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 10. After Birdplane, I feel like it could only go up from here, so next up we have Bowser's Gyarados with the nickname Bullied. See, this Pokemon has a slight backstory since he got his Gyarados because multiple people on the server were telling him to get rid of Pelipper for Gyarados, so he jokingly says he was bullied. But what's neat about this name is that to an outsider, they could think he's talking about a bullied Magikarp turning into a Gyarados. Because of the versatility of the nickname, I'll give it a fair 6 out of 10. Okay, I really like this one. Next up, we have his yellow Florges named Bowbow. This nickname is based off the main character of the manga and anime series Bowbow. This features a strange man with a yellow afro and magic nose hair. Really strange. But I really like this nickname as it works really well with the flowers on its head that look quite like a giant yellow afro. Because of how much I like the design connections and creativity of the nickname, I'll give this nickname a solid 8 out of 10. Okay, so after that really good nickname, we have a really one that I'm just confused by. The next Pokemon's nickname is Mr. Steal Yo Meme. It's a Haxorus. I have no idea what that name has to do with Haxorus. I'm just gonna slap down a 1 out of 10. I'm just confused. So after that really confusing and dumb nickname, we have a really good one. In fact, I believe it's the best he has. Next up is the Spiritomb known as Hermaeus. This name is interesting as it is named after a pretty obscure Elder Scrolls character known as Hermaeus Mora. The resemblance between Spiritomb and Hermaeus is uncanny, as both seem to be just a ball of darkness, question mark. Anyways, I like the reference, I like the creativity, I like how much thought was put into it. I give it a nice solid 9 out of 10. Also, Bowser, I know you're watching this. You know that time you asked where I was in the script and I said I would tell you later? Yeah, that's this part. You're welcome. Anyways, next up we have Star Platinum the Type Null. So obviously this is based on Star Platinum from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. When I first saw this nickname, I was slightly confused on why. Then Bowser pointed out to me that Gladion looks just like a JoJo character. Like, just look at him. So once he pointed out the similarity, I loved this nickname. I don't have much else to say for this one. I'm just gonna give it 8 out of 10. Next up, we have Waifu Chan 3, the Mega Lopunny. Now, this nickname is from a series of Pokemon he uses in free-for-all battles. The other two versions of Waifu Chan are a Frostlass and Gardevoir. If you don't understand why they are named Waifu Chan, just go into Google images of any of these Pokemon. Just scroll down a bit, see what pops up. Anyways, simple concept. I'll give it a 5 out of 10. Next up, we have his Rotom Heat named Frozen Burritos. Like Waifu Chan, this one is pretty obvious. Although I will give him extra points because I just enjoy saying Frozen Burritos. Another quick and simple one, I'll just give this a 6 out of 10. Alright, so Bowser's Serena is named after everyone's favorite murderer, Monica from Doki Doki Literature Club. This nickname works rather well as both Monica and Serena became the internet's waifu as soon as they were released. Also, both of them are psychotic. If you don't understand, read Serena's Pokedex entries. It should tell you everything you need to know. Anyways, it fits rather well, so I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Alright, now it's time for a classic nickname with ATV, the Venomoth. If you don't know about ATV, the Dragonborn Venomoth, read up on the Twitch Plays Pokemon lore. But since it's an overused nickname, I'm going to have to take some points off. But I still enjoy the Twitch Plays Pokemon reference, so I'll give it a 5 out of 10. Last but not least, we have a Hippowdon named D. If you don't understand, it's a not-so-subtle reference to Darude Sandstorm. I like this name because every time I hear it, I can't help but start singing Darude Sandstorm. But because it's also an overused name for Sandstorm users, I'm just gonna have to give it a 5 out of 10. It's time to sum up this episode. Some of his names are great, some of them are bad. Most of them are a solid meh, with Mr. Steelio Meme being a complete flop, and Hermaeus being the cream of the crop. For Bowser's team, I will give an average score of 6 out of 10. Anyways, this was fun, but I have to go get me some spaghetti. My name Cog. I'll pick up the Hammer of Judgment again on the next episode of Cog's Name Raider. Later, nerds.